What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I'll talk about Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 3 because, well, let's talk about it. So, in case you're new to my channel and you have no idea why we're even bringing this up, back in January, Thundershot and myself got an opportunity to talk to Bandai Namco about re-releasing Tenkaichi 3 in the HD format, kind of like I did with Budokai 1 and 3. And, they loved the idea. They were fully down with it, but the only problem that it came down to is they didn't know when to release it. And literally every time I talk to Bandai, they're always like, yeah, no updates yet. We want to do it, but we still don't know when. And because of that, I feel like the project itself is kind of shelved until they feel like doing it. However, the reason why I decided to do this video is because if you haven't heard, Sony just announced that they will start the PS2 emulation starting tomorrow, but it's not going to work the same way you thought it might work. Originally, when emulation was announced or mentioned by the media, everybody assumed that you'll be able to take your favorite PS2 game and kind of pop it into a PS4 and play it. But unfortunately, this is false. They're doing the exact same thing that they did with the PS3, where basically they release select digital games online that you can download to your PS3 and you can play like PS1 and PS2 games. But select games. That's the key phrase. Select games, not everything. And starting tomorrow on the 5th, they're releasing Dark Cloud, Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, Rogue Galaxy, The Marco Cry, Twisted Metal Black, and World Monsters. And these games will range between $10 and $15, something kind of cheap. But I want to see if there's a possibility if we can get together as a community and really send a message across to Sony that we want two games. We want Infinite World and we want Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 3 re-released on the PS4 as a digital classic. And the game will probably cost like $10 or something like that, but we'll worry about the price one right now. For now, let's see if we can send our message across by going to the blog post that they initially released and basically say we want Tenkaichi 3 and we want Infinite World. So if you're down to see if we can basically get together the squad and make a giant spirit bomb and tell Sony that we want this game re-released, maybe they might listen, or maybe they might call Bandai and be like, hey, your fans want this, or maybe something will happen. I feel like us waiting for Tenkaichi 3 HD to happen, it could take literally forever, and I don't want to wait anymore. I just want to play my favorite game. I own it. I'm literally looking at it right now, but I can't play it because I don't have a PS2 anymore. And maybe if we get together, we can probably send a message across to Sony that that we want this game. Now, this is not guaranteed to work. They most likely don't even care because these petitions usually never work. But I figured, screw it. Why not try at least? Why sit here and just basically wait for nothing to happen when we can at least do some kind of action? And for all we know, this might work. For all we know, they might get the message across. They might actually see that there's a bunch of us, because us together as a community, we literally are a giant spirit bomb. When we get together and put our energy into one thing, we can basically make many things happen. And I feel like if we get together right now and get thousands of us, I'm talking about thousands of us, every person that watches this video, to comment on that blog post by Sony that we want Tenkaichi 3, then they might do it. So if you're down to try, again, the link to the blog post is in the description below. Just go to it, scroll down to the comment section and say Tenkaichi 3, Tenkaichi 3, Tenkaichi 3, Tenkaichi 3, Infinite World, Infinite World, Infinite World. I'm on both of those, by the way. And let's see if we can get a message sent across and stuff. So yeah, so I just decided to put together this quick video to see if we can make something happen. So let's see what we can do. So yeah, and it's, again, the blog post is linked in the description below. Just scroll down to the very bottom, comment Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 3 or Dragon Ball Z Infinite World or both, and let's see if Sony will listen and stuff. So yeah, again, not guaranteed to work, but at least it's something that we can try and really show Bandai, Sony, and the whole world that us as a DBZ community, we're the most powerful one out there. So yeah. Anyways, folks, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video, and let's see if we can bring our favorite game back. Well, not our favorite game, because I know some of us don't necessarily consider that our favorite game, but it's one of our favorite games. And let's see if we can basically make this happen. So, yeah. Anyways, folks, if you have any questions, just drop a comment below, and let's see what we can do when we get together into one group.